die Verbrennung der Amerikaner.
What is up, my gorgeous mates of YouTube? My name is Aussie Marcel, and in today's video we're going to be looking at what some consider a classic and others consider just repugnant. Gucci Guilty Absolute. There's a lot of you out there that have very strong feelings on this one, I know. But before I look at that, I will be mentioning my fragrance of the day, and that is Dolce & Gabbana's The One Eau de Toilette. I've been very critical of this scent in the past, and don't get me wrong, the performance is abysmal, like it's barely a 4-hour scent. Nike Man Brown and Nike Man Red are significantly cheaper than this, but perform at least 2 hours better. So my recommendation is those scents. However, I picked up this on clearance for like $35 Australian, and at that price, it's a recommendation just because it's Dolce & Gabbana. I get compliments on this one whenever I wear it, and considering the weather here in Victoria is so miserable right now, it's the perfect weather for this sort of scent. Warm, rich, really bold, powerful tobacco note, but it's not like dirty in any way, shape or form. This is just something that people want to get in close to and smell, and for that purpose, this fragrance still is pretty nice. I do recommend the Eau de Parfum though. Even though it's more expensive, the performance is significantly better. So, Gucci Guilty Absolute. First we're going to be looking at the packaging. This is an Eau de Parfum. It's got basic Gucci Guilty sort of branding here. Now, I wonder how many people out there in the world purchased this thinking they were going to get something that's really good for compliments, and what they got was something so dark and dreary that it just blew their mind, and they just wore it anyways just to tell people that they were wearing Gucci. I'm sure there were a few of them out there. I really like the way this one looks. It looks so dark. It looks like liquid leather. This is one of those scents that just stays on the skin, so be careful when you're wearing this one. And I will have a spray on my hands. It is very potent. It's one of the most potent fragrances in my collection. It's so dark and dirty that it's almost medicinal. It almost goes back around to sterile. I get really damp, dirty, decaying leather. I also get dirt, soil, mud, some patchouli, some dusty, dry herbal notes. It's very animalic, it is very raw. This is one of those fragrances that you've got to wear just for yourself because not many people are going to like this one. When I think of what makes a goth scent, what is something a goth would wear, like a real goth? This is the first thing my brain goes to. This is dark, it is dirty. It's sexy in this really unknown sort of dirty way. The leather in this is just exceptional. If you're after a really unique leather scent, Gucci Guilty Absolute is going to check that box and then some. But again, if you're wearing these scents just to get compliments, which you probably shouldn't, but we all know people do anyway, this is not going to get you compliments. This is going to be off-putting to the vast majority of people. I've got this very vivid memory though of wearing this to the clothing store that I used to work at, and I had some girl follow me up like sort of this ramp in the clothing store, and she was like, I don't know if I love it or hate it, but I can't stop smelling it. And I'm very much the same way, but this is one of those dirty scents that I just absolutely love. I bought 3 bottles of this just because on the off chance that it gets discontinued, and I do reckon it will get discontinued if it isn't discontinued already. To my nose and to my tastes, when it comes to fragrances, this is one of those scents that I just can't stop smelling. It's so raw. It's a visceral scent. It's a visceral olfactory experience. I love it, and I'm sure that it does have its fans out there. This is like a niche quality scent. Like, you expect to pay hundreds of dollars for something like this, but I ended up getting like 3 bottles, like I just said, on clearance for like $40 at Priceline, probably because no one was buying it, because it just smells very off-putting to the vast majority of people. But in saying that though, it does eventually dry down to a more comforting sort of leather scent, but for a lot of the duration as you're wearing this scent, and it is like a 48-hour scent, it is very dark, it is very dirty, and it is not going to be good for compliments. I think a lot of the appeal of a fragrance like this is to wear something that evokes a mood and a certain atmosphere about yourself. And if you're, a little on the dark side, if you're a little on the rebellious side, you wear a little black, this is one of those scents that you're gonna wear and you're not gonna look back, because it offers performance, it offers a uniqueness that you just don't get with most designer fragrances. This is hands down one of the most exceptional designer fragrances on the market, because it doesn't function like a designer scent at all. It is niche in everything but name. I just wanted to add that it's been well over an hour since I filmed that video. I'm editing it now, and I've scrubbed my hand twice with hand wash, and the smell is still very potent, very strong, and very much there. So again, this is one of those scents that you're gonna have to wear for yourself, because the performance is monstrous. It is a monster scent, and you're gonna have to learn to love it, I think. Anyways, if you've ever worn Gucci Guilty Absolute, let me know in the comments below. I can't wait to hear what you guys have to say. And until the next video, my name is Aussie Marcel, and I'll catch you guys around.